Hello, good morning to my supervisor, Dr. Khairil. Today I will present about the challenges of finding employment in the age of Industrial Revolution 4.0. What is Industrial Revolution 4.0? Industrial Revolution 4.0 or IR 4.0 can be defined as methodology to generate a transformational from a machine dominant to the digital manufacturing. It also can be defined as a human actors based on how they're going to produce the transformational and intelligence machines. The innovated of the physical elements or objects and the processes of the organizational boundaries. It is said by Ekan Osama Samet Gursev 2018. What is the problem statement? What the problem statement of my FYP1 is? The problem statement of the researcher FYP2 is students had to learn to have high skill levels as suitable as the employed role in the age of IR 4.0 and be more structures either in group or individually. That is why the researcher preferred to make this topic research so that the readers may aware of the IR 4.0. What is the research objective? To determine the problem and difficulties faced by the students searching for unemployment in this era. 2. To examine on how students think whether they can manage and deal with the challenges of being unemployed in the future. The scope of the study is focus on the student. This is because of the students will find the employment at any organizations or company in the future, so the researcher would like to collect the data or make a questionnaire amongst the students in UNIMAS. The key theories is the researcher using the Holland's theory and organizational development theory. In order to fulfill the role required of being employed in the Industrial Revolution 4.0, the Holland's theory is the relevant theory to be followed and be as our guidelines. This Holland theory, divided into 6 theories which are realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. This theory might guide graduate student and student to prepare for the challenges in the future to become an effective worker during work environment. The Holland's realistic theory is the most important to be followed. Organizational development theory. The OD is very important to maintain and improve the effectiveness during the work environment. The conceptual framework is for this topic consists of 2 which are dependent and independent variables. For the independent variable, the challenges of finding employment, which are experience of finding employment and knowledge of Industrial Revolution 4.0. For the independent variable, Industrial Revolution 4.0 to preparation to being unemployed. The hypothesis development consists of 2 which are, one is the researcher, there is positive relationship between experience of finding employment and preparation to being employed. 2. There is positive relationship between knowledge on the Industrial Revolution 4.0 and preparation to being employed. Research methodology. The researcher had used the quantitative method by analyze it using the SPSS. The quantitative data are numerical form. The questionnaire of this study is collecting and analyzing data from the UNIMAS student as the respondents. The questionnaire of the challenges of finding employment in the age of IR 4.0 consists of 4 sections, which are Section A, demographic information, Section B, experience on finding employment, Section C, knowledge of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, and Section D is preparation for being unemployed in the Industrial Revolution 4.0. The demographic is this section would discuss the characteristics of the respondents, which are consist of gender, age, faculty, highest level of education, year of study, and race. About 150 of the respondents. The descriptive analysis is for the descriptive analysis, the researcher used the mean and standard deviation, which will be studied in the descriptive statistic. The mean of experience of finding employment is 4.0693, and its standard deviation shows that 0.65548. For the linear regression, there are independent variables of experience of finding employment in which its beta shows that 0.253. For the knowledge of Industrial Revolution 4.0, in which it shows that 0.519 beta. F-value for the linear regression is 69.842 for the R-square, 0.487, and the adjusted R-square is 0.480. For the correlation analysis, which are for the experience of finding employment, correlate with preparation to being employed, in which it shows that result of R 0.557. And next, for the knowledge of Industrial Revolution 4.0, correlation with the preparation to being employed shows moderate associations, in which it shows that are 0.667. For the summary of hypothesis, hypothesis 1, for the hypothesis 1, in which it is positive relationship between experience of finding employment and preparation to being employed. The result of this hypothesis has been accepted, in which the beta is show that 0.253 and the significance is 0.001. Next, for the hypothesis 2, it shows that the result is accepted, in which the beta is 0.519 and its significance is 0.000. For the conclusion, overall, there are the positive relationship between the experience of finding employment and preparation to being employed, and there is positive relationship between knowledge of Industrial Revolution 4.0 and preparation to being employed.